Welcome to the Investor Impact Power Talks with Vinney Chopra, where investors gather to share their insights and strategies in the world of multifamily, real estate, and beyond. Get ready to be inspired and equipped for your next level of success.
Welcome to Vinney Chopra's weekly Inner Circle Mastermind, presented by Vinney Chopra and Dave Mulvaney and team. And the disclaimer, as you already know, all the time, this is mentoring where we talk about topics of real estate, multifamily, commercial, hotels, senior living, storage units, franchises, you name it, all kind of things, funds. It's not only for entertainment and educational purposes only, should not be considered as a legal, accounting, and investment advice. Please do consult your CPA and for legal matters, and also a tax attorney. Look at that, I'm on my different laptop today. So we are going back to 1 year back, year and a half back. No, let's just stop it right there. So I would like to ask you, let's talk about wins or losses since last Wednesday. And then we can talk about what would you like me to cover. I think that will be more meaningful than anything else.
There's a question I've been wrestling with, Vinney, and that is, I've been a passive investor for years now. And so what I'm trying to work towards is these two words that you use and sort of integrate it and move from that passive template over to an active template. So I was asking myself for the last few days, what does massive action look like from someone who wants to cross that bridge but is tepid about crossing the bridge? Very processed.
I'm with you. It can be daunting. It can be pretty big, I remember when I bought my 14 units, it took me so long. It was only $180,000 purchase. But we didn't want to really go further with it unless my coach really went through all the ins and outs and all that, right? So I appreciate you asking me that, really. Daryl, the key thing is you want to get into semi GP side or full GP side. You can be money raiser, deal finder, or operator. So there are different facets of syndication as to become a general partner from limited partner. Of course, limited partner, as I always have taught, is you give the check, wire the money, then it's on top of the syndicator's head. Now to make sure that he's doing everything right to find the right deal, which he probably did, because then you like that deal, you looked at the projections, conservative projections, hopefully assumptions, and then you feel like, you know what, I'm going to invest into this deal. It makes sense, right? But the thing is, I do want to clarify that syndicators or fund managers like me, we are using every bit of knowledge and every bit of our skills to decide whether it's a good deal or not.
Right.
What I figured out in the last 4 or 5 years, for 2020, COVID happened. Nobody knew COVID will totally change the whole spectrum of economy, literally.
Right.
Jobs going away, trillions of dollars, $3 trillion money printing, people staying at home, no interactions, all those things, right? And then they cut interest rate way down. But then in 2023, they did the opposite. The interest went up 21 times. I think Franco might tell me more. Franco, you need to chime in, brother. So the interest rates went so low, it was zero, right? From federal. And now it's 4.39. So what I'm trying to say is the things that the GP does, it has got lots of fiduciary responsibility towards the protection of the capital of the LPs, limited partners, and get on the loan. Make sure they are non-recourse, but a lot of loans are recourse loans nowadays. That means you're putting your neck on the line. It can wipe you out totally,
Right.
and some syndicators are getting wiped out. We don't hear about them that much, but in Texas, I've come to know, I don't want to bring them, because they're going through miseries,
Right.
and I don't want to. I mean, they're colleagues and they just made wrong choices. They didn't sell at the right time, and they bought at a very high price. And they bought, they took hard money loans to renovate the deals. They were
Right.
hoping to get a new loan, lower loan in 3 years.
Right.
But now it's upside down.
Yeah.
See, that's where. So essentially, let me kind of go back to your question. You definitely should go to GP side because the responsibility is there, but you make more money too. Acquisition fee, due diligence fee, for all your hard work finding the deal, you're able to do it, right?
Right.
You charge that loan guaranteeing fee, that is good one. 1.5%, 1% or 2%. In my case, I was finding so great deals, then the split. So I've been working for my investors, my LPs,
Right.
almost 70% to 80% of the time, I'm working for them every day because they keep all the 80, 70% of my profits.
Right.
And I keep 20% or 30%, right? So it's a split, but they brought me to the dance table because they gave me the money for down payment and closing costs and everything, right?
Right.
So the idea is to decide, let me just simplify it. I think in this marketplace, it's not a good idea, and I'm saying that right in front right now, to get into multifamily big ones at this time. Interest rates, the numbers won't work. I mean, it's been very hard to work even last year. But one place where the numbers work, which I've been tending everybody to go towards, is senior living. And that's where our pivot has come. And that's what I've been trying to teach, that even in single family home, you can make good returns. Single family home, Airbnb was a very lucrative word, which it still is. Some cities are not allowing it and things like that. Restrictions are there, but it's going to stay. I mean, hotels, there is so much demand for tourism, and Airbnb and Verbo and all that will stay, right? But senior assisted living, single family is getting me more and more excited.
Right.
Because it just makes sense. Franco, I want you to share your worksheet, brother. Now you're thinking about, please share. And maybe then we'll piggyback on Daryl's question even more today.
Do you want well, it's like a third rough draft, but do you want the rough draft for the business plan, or do you want
both, brother? You give it all the whole enchilada.
Do I email it to you, or
no, share right there now. Share the screen, and then we could look at it if that's okay. I didn't know.
I don't. So I have to put it onto the Google Drive, right?
Send it to me. Email it to me, and I'll open it and I'll share it, and we'll dissect it and make a case study out of it. Nobody's going after your property because you already have it, So
sure.
Nothing to worry about.
Let me get an email to you. Hold on a sec.
Thank you. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, she's still working for the same company, but she's working from her house now. And I'm trying to talk her into the idea of senior living, but she's got a couple of properties here in the Bay Area. She's got properties in Las Vegas. And this seems like it's a real big step for her, because it's a big step too. But that's how she's sort of feeling about it. So there's a little bit of trepidation around going to senior living, particularly around the insurances and making sure that the residents who are living there are having a good stay. I think that's a real concern.
1000%. What you just said is 1000%.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I should do a podcast with my operator, Lori.
Yeah.
Lori's her name, Lori and Horton. She's just has the heart of gold because she's from Philippines and she will give her right arm to make sure that the seniors in her homes have the best of the best food, best of the best everything. And that's why I hired her.
Yes. Is she a nurse by training, Vinney?
Huh?
Pardon? A nurse by training?
She's fully trained. No, not by me. But she's fully trained. She's licensed.
Right.
And her license is going to go into my property, which I bought. And then she will be training other people. She has several people that she places and she's going to oversee them. So she'll be my regional and then she'll be managing other people underneath, which one person can manage 3 homes easily.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do everything that I learned in multifamily, senior RALs, residential assisted living, because it's a low-hanging fruit. It's easier, and it's only 10 people or 6 people. So it's not a big challenge.
One of the things I was thinking about is both the underwriting side, because we were talking about expenses and how that tends to be a little bit higher in this situation versus the multifamily, which you know it better than I do, Vinny, but I mean anywhere up to 50%.
Totally.
You know?
Totally, 67% almost, you know. So you are so right, because if we have more expenses and we have more vacancy, we are in trouble.
Right. Wasn't the number somewhere like 78% in multi-family of expense that you had to have at least, you know, no, I'm getting it wrong.
No.
Revenue had to be at least at 78% of people of homes, I mean, multifamily occupied in order to break even.
Yes. Which is so true. That's called the break-even point. So I did not get it, brother, yet. Huh?
It was I emailed it to
Vinney at Monil IG or Vinney at Vinney Chopra. Let's see. I didn't get it yet. At Vinney at Monil IG is my best email, but I do have some that came from yesterday. 7 emails. So let me come here. Okay,
I'll
maybe
try to
it's
forward
coming.
it to another one.
It's coming through India, maybe.
I could try to. What other Gmail do you want me to try?
Oh, okay. I'll put it in the chat. Let me put it in the chat. Oh, there. Oh, Ola is coming in. Oh my gosh. Right. Ola is coming in. Very nice. Okay. Ola is a pharmacist over there in Irving, in Fort Worth area, Dallas. So chat is right there, brother. Chat, where is it? Okay, Ola, are you in, brother? Ola, let me see you. Yeah, how are you? Maybe he's working. Let's see here. My email address is Vinney, Vinney at monilig.com. That's my company's name. I just found out people can even do Vinney at monilinvest.com. Still, I get that also. But there it is.
I'm sorry.
So, I'm glad we are talking. And I would love to see if you're in Dublin, I'm in Danville. And then Sister Carol is in El Cerrito.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
El Cerrito. So we could find a common place, meet for an hour or hour and a half.
Yeah. Probably the California Fish and Grill. Are you familiar with that, Vinny? The California Fish and Grill? They have one in El Cerrito at the bottom of the hill near San Pablo Avenue. We talked about going there and eat. We haven't yet, but we didn't
Okay.
eat because she was crushed for time.
Surely, surely. Let's look at next 3 weeks or so.
Okay.
When might be a good day? I think maybe Tuesday lunch is better
Okay.
because Wednesday I coach.
Right.
And so Tuesday is a better time if possible. Brother Franco, did you send
Did it
it to
go?
me?
I sent it to your Manil as well.
Okay, now let's see here, brother. Let's get into. Oh yeah, I got it. Okay.
So by the way,
Mhm.
using that app, the Perplexity,
Yes.
that was crazy.
Was it?
That thing,
Tell me
it's
why.
amazing.
Tell me
It
why.
just it's straightforward. It does what it would take you hours to look up online. It just does it instantly. Then you obviously you got to go through and specify what you need out of there and do a little more research and so forth.
Yes.
But it cuts your time by like, I don't know, 80%, 90%.
I
easily.
love it. I love it. I hope everybody uses that. Two Indian brains in Silicon Valley started this. And I think they'll be bought out for billions of dollars. They just started it very recently, I heard. And my partner, Anshu Bansal, who is in my cloud defense, he knows them too. He knows them very well. He lives in Dublin too, by the way.
Oh, is he? He's in Dublin, really?
Yeah, he lives right close to you. Yeah. But no, let me share. Okay, we're going to go right into it, sharing the screen right there. And there is the email from brother right there, Franco. Okay, underwriting. So we're going to open this up right there. It should open up any moment. And we'll go dig deeper into it and see the business plan and the underwriting. That's what I want. Every week we should have new and new. Yeah,
right.
please.
So the underwriting, I think I got access late last night or something like that. So I started playing with the numbers and basically I took your Arizona numbers and threw in some California stuff, and a lot of the items, if you go to the page where it has the breakdown with all the loans and everything.
Oh, underwriting.
The one that actually says that one.
Yeah, underwriting. Underwriting.
So
yeah. We closed on our property in our Melbourne property, closed today. Thank goodness.
Congratulations, Vin.
Yeah, thank you.
Wonderful.
16 million.
Wow.
500 will be wiring today. Yeah, 16 million. And that's, our investors will you are there too, right? Brother, are you in there? Are you in there too, Daryl, in that Princeton Park?
No, I have Princeton Park. No, I'm still just want to get squared away and then move on to the next one,
For sure.
That's it.
Hello, brother. Brother Ankur just joined. Welcome, Ankur, brother. How are you?
Good. Enjoying the virtual beach.
Oh, you
nice.
are?
Nice.
Oh, how nice. Virtual beach. I love that. Virtual beach. I love that one. Oh,
wow.
I love it. You came up with a good one. You're in Hawaii. I'm here in my studio, virtual studio.
Oh, love it.
My team made this one. Yeah, they said, Vinney Smile is your brand. Then they put it. What does this say? I can't read it.
Learning. I think learning stage.
Learning stage. And what's this over here in the green?
Lessons.
Oh, lessons. Okay, learning stage lessons. So they just kind of put it into for my academy. But let me share, and we will dissect into this underwriting. Brother Franco just sent us, and where is that? Right there. Is it? Oh my gosh, Vinod, I just opened it up. Oh, share. And where is the Excel? We just had it right there. There you go. Okay. So you take me. Yeah. Go ahead, Franco.
Let me see this. I just want to make sure it's the same.
Yeah, I'm going to make it bigger.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. So the reason I chose this property is because I have some partners that are ready to turn this thing now. They just want to see if the numbers fit. So when you look at it, the purchase price, the down payment, even the loan's already been had. So everything I'm putting in there, the interest rate, the payment, that's already set. This is the one that I was referencing that is currently an Airbnb but can no longer be an Airbnb. What I did was plugged in the loan information, the taxes I added to that, the purchase price I used the old one. But when I got down below to the different insurances, payroll manager, I have some questions on that. The insurance, I got a lot of questions that came up. So, obviously in San Diego, insurance, depending on where you're at, it gets pretty pricey, right?
Very pricey, very pricey, right? Yeah.
And this home happens to be in one of those areas. So I added a fair amount to that. Same for the payroll, the manager, the caregivers, and all that. I bumped those numbers up from Arizona quite a bit. I haven't gotten super detailed in what those are. I just haven't had time to get to that. I also added the HOA dues in there. The food, I took, what you shared the last time. You want to have good food and all that. So I made sure that
there is a mistake here. That's it. Oh, you mean like you're thinking if it's 10 people or how many people? How many bedroom is this? Sorry.
This is 6 bedrooms.
So 6 bedroom, and when was it built? 6 bedrooms. How many baths? How many baths?
Let me look. Sorry, like I said, I just got the.
That's okay. Yeah.
Let me look. I have to pull up the bed and bath count.
5 bed, maybe.
Well, it's 7 bedrooms. But I listed it as 6 because we don't want to look at the permit right away.
Yes.
They want to turn and go, right? If we want to add, we can try to add, but it's 7 bedrooms for the property, but 6 is the limit in San Diego.
Got it. No problem. But then, we'll only take the numbers over here for 6, which you have already done that, right? Hopefully.
Correct.
Yeah. And then how many baths, by the way?
I have to look that up. I think it's either 4 or 5.
Oh, 4 or 5. Okay, we just say 4.
Got it.
Okay. But nothing to worry. And this is the total gross rev, 5% this, everything looks good here. And this is, you're saying 6 times 10,000, and that's 60 times, 12. So 50,000 a month for 6 people. So 50 divided by 6 is about 8,000 something per person. Yeah. Which should be very manageable, I think. But the best thing would be to ask Perplexity to do a rent comparison of the RALs. You give them specific, question, and they will go. That's what I did for my business plan for SBA. It went through all the different ones within 2-mile radius or 5-mile radius, and then gave me, the average of the rental, what they charge, everything like that. I don't like this number at all. Because
the property taxes?
I mean, 950, it should be lot more than 1%. If it's only 1%, that's 9,500, right?
They're paying, it's 1-1 in that area.
1-1.
They pay 900. They pay like $900 and something dollars a month. It's already set.
Really? That's cheap. Very cheap. Wow. I can't believe it.
But that may be
another thing I noticed.
Anna, please.
That may be based on the value what they purchased years ago. So you may want to go into the county and the tax bill for last year and see what value they're using.
The property was bought 1 year ago.
Oh, but they are paying only this little money? Wow.
Did you look at?
Yeah, I'm paying 33,000 a year property tax. I don't know why. It just looks like very low.
Vinney and
Ankur?
Franco, one more thing I just noticed, I'm noticing that the total expenses you have is like around 30%. I think
wrong.
That is going to be less likely it's going to be 30. I think it is, and when you
67%. 67%. 67. No, but that's including the mortgage. So let's take the mortgage out. Then it should be at least maybe, what was that, Ankur, we did in my sheet, right? If I go to mine, it might show us, I think it was 50% or something. Plus then we put mortgage, it came to 67%, I thought.
Yeah.
So this is wrong. This is totally wrong.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. I'm glad.
No, I get it. I just plugged. Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
So I would say it's only 6 people also. So I'm thinking the food will be perfect. I think for 6 people, $1,000 a month, maybe, or maybe more. I think it should be way more. What do you think, Ankur? So maybe we should go back and change this.
Plus, I'm thinking I could be wrong, Franco. You've probably done more research on the Arizona market, but when I had looked at Genworth and those things like a while back, I think it was around 3,500 per bed or 3,000 or 3,500 per bed. You got something recently, right, Vinny, in that market?
This is San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is Franco's. They already have the house. You just came in, Ankur. So this is the price, and this is totally already bought. So 20% down, the loan is this. It's a real number. Everything he told us, its annual debt is only 51. That's pretty darn low. Wow. This can make a lot of money for your partners and you.
The total principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, I'm looking at it right now. It's 50, just call it just under 5,900 a month.
Wow.
So it's like one patient would cover the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance.
I know.
And the association.
This annual debt service, even though you have a monthly, on the blue highlighted area, it says annual debt service, principal and interest. The label for that row, is it supposed to be annual or the monthly?
No, always annual, Anna. Everything should be annual. Everything should be annual in this worksheet. We never can do it monthly at all because
And that's why I'm saying it seems so low.
I see. But you just told me 5.5, is it principal and interest, you said, right? So
Correct.
I should put it at 25 years amortization or what?
It is a 30-year fix.
30-year fix. Okay, let's just say 30 then. So now the problem is I just looked over here. It did not bring the mortgage. Oh, it did bring the mortgage. There is. Yeah. It is there. So actually this 51 should be where I wrote 41. It should be 51. 782 because it grabs that column from here. So now it's 51 instead of 41. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Yeah. So it's actually interest only. It's not that true. It's principal and interest. So we just go back here, P and I, principal and interest, right? See, that's why I just kind of keep unblocked, Otherwise, you can't change it. I like everybody to understand what's behind the formulas, right? But then let's just change this for the heck of it. Sure. And, I will save it in a different folder, but let's just go more on everything because we need to double this up, right? Or maybe 18% more. So let's just say bookkeeper is going to cost you more than that. Let's say 500, just for the heck of it. Oh, not 5,000. Then health department, maybe it's not just 1,000, maybe 1,500. Let's just say that. Then resident events, you're going outside and getting symphony groups in to really entertain everybody, right? Let's say $3,000, a month. So 18,000 is your budget to really wow the residents, right? And then food, let's say even 3,000. What's the percentage here? We are close to 35 right now. See, it still is not where it should be. So we just add in the food also. Let's say we say, 3,000 instead of.
Is that so that's per patient, 3,000?
Per patient.
That's a
because
lot.
Because it multiplies. I know.
That's a lot of.
No, for the year. Brother, it's for the year.
No. Oh,
this is 3,000 for the year, guys. Listen to me. It's per head for the year.
Oh.
So it's 18,000 for the year. Total budget.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah. Then contract services, maybe, the lawns are there and everything.
Hey, Vinny. So when you're saying per unit on the right there, and you put the 3,000, that's 3,000 per per resident
patient,
per
per
year?
resident per year. Yeah.
For 3,000, that seems okay, because that seems kind of low too, right? I don't know, 3,000 a year for food.
That's what I told you. So 4,000.
Gotcha. Okay.
See, now we are talking. See, 38%. This has to
Got
go
it.
to 50%.
So what I did, Vinny, is I went in and I added some other expenses, and then I
Sure.
took your numbers from Arizona and I bumped those up about 15%, 10% across the board. So were those numbers low to begin with, or was the Excel spreadsheet?
Let me share something. See, over there in one home, I have 10 seniors. In your case, you have 6. So it's almost half. So essentially, there is a power in having more people in the same building so that, the food cost goes down average per person, contracts, the lawns are the lawns are the lawns, right? But we are taking care of the same amount divided by 6. So the amount has to be higher per resident as compared to Arizona. In Texas, it's 16.
Sure.
In one single family home, 8-bedroom home, they could have 16 seniors sharing the room, they call it, right? So now they have 16 of them. Their average will be even lower. In the yellow number, it will be lower, right?
Yeah, volume brings down the cost. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Remember last time you shared with us?
Yep.
And we could bring that element into this page somehow. We may not need all this space. Yeah. But let's go even higher. I would say, you know what? Let's not worry about it. We're going to do it even, let's say 15,000. But you could change whatever you like, right? Later on. And then this one, insurance, with every kind of insurance you want. You don't want any lawsuits whatsoever, right?
Right.
So let's just say 3,000. Just in case. Oh, this went to 18. Yeah. Then payroll and everything, 18,000. So for 6 people, it was, now this includes the community manager, right? Yeah. And caregivers. Maybe you have to pay more over there.
I think so. Mike, Vinny, the question I had that I jotted down was on the management fees. So you've got a manager up top there, and then you've got the percentage down below. So you got two managers.
No. Let me tell you. Oh, there is manager here too. No. This is, you give it to third party to manage it for you. So usually people charge 4% of the total revenues. So is it from the revenue? Yeah, 4% of this amount. They will charge you this much for the year to manage it. Maybe, knowing San Diego, they might charge you 8%.
8%. Yeah. So my question on the manager piece there is that, see the column or the row right above it, you've got manager, caregivers, manager up top too. See, like 2 rows up, there's payroll manager.
Oh, there is another manager? Where is that?
So,
no, it's right there. The property management company, which is going to manage your home, going to charge a management fee. But every payroll, every dime has to come from your revenues to pay the managers and the contractors and paying the bills and everything. They're going to charge you for 8% management fee per month just to oversee and make sure that right people are doing, and they will recruit people for you. They'll train them. That's what that is about.
That's where but my question is, so that manager that you're talking about, is that the same one that you were referencing before that can manage up to 4 properties? Or is that 2 different things?
No, 2 different things. This is
what I wanted. Okay.
Management company outside. Now, I am starting my own management company, by the way. Just like in multifamily, I did the acquisitions, Monil Investment Group, and then I had Monil Management Company. I was making in the peak years $765,000 income for managing the asset. And I was charging 3% or 2.5 or 3%, lower than even outside third party will charge. But I was the CEO of both the companies in my syndications, which I can do it. Please.
So you already did the research that in addition to the administrator who manages the facilities, there is a management company, or is it the same person? Wouldn't the administrator who handles everything be the manager of that property?
No, Anya, I'm just saying this is third party. So in my case, I put 0 because I'm not going to give this to third party at all.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm going to make my own company, and it's going to be 0 in my calculations.
So essentially you're looking at like one manager is more related to like the medical side of everything, and then the other one's a little bit more on the property and finding patients and so forth to occupy. Is that kind of how you look at it?
I'm so glad you set it up. Oh my gosh, you're right. You're asking the right questions, brother. You are. So I'm not sharing, am I? No, I'm not sharing. So you are 100% right. What I'm planning in Arizona, Scottsdale, again, I'm in the infancy stage. You know that, right? I mean, I got blooded in doing construction and everything in Florida and Williamsburg, and brother Daryl probably invested in my other project, Punta Gorda. I came out okay, but I'm still struggling. Anna knows the whole thing, but the key thing is I'm not going to construct anymore. I've done it. That's not my cup of tea. And also, I am not good at it, and the loans are very hard to get, and the delays and the costs, right? So, Franco, what I'm saying, Anna, for you also, is that one manager where I pay 60,000 to 70,000 can manage 3 RALs easily, close by. 4 even. I have talked to some who are very shrewd, very good, and they say, Vinney, I can manage 4 for you. And then Lorianne Horton is going to be my regional on top, but she's got 6 of her own now. So she'll be overseeing and training and bringing the executive managers under her into my assets. And you will find one, Franco, in San Diego. You have to find one. Otherwise, you can't even get a license, brother. You don't have a license. You have to get an operator with a valid license in the zip code or close to it where she lives, and she will be able to manage this asset. You cannot get the license.
And be on partnership also, right?
Partnership is not needed as long as now my SBA loan just this morning asked for a biography, a resume of Lorianne. And she says, Vinney, I have to update it. So she's updating it. I'm going to give it. See, lender will not give you loan. You already have loan in place. But SBA loan is not going to give me because I have no experience in RAL. And it's going to be with you too, all of you. So you will have to have an operator who you will talk to and everything, or get a outside company. Third-party company, which they have licenses, they have managers, they know how to get caregivers, they know how to train them, they know how to give payrolls to them and do all the insurance things. See, I'll be paying Lorianne to provide the whole business for me, and it's cookie cutter. I may pay her 20,000, 30,000, but guess what? It's worth it. I'm sitting in San Francisco. She's doing all the work. She was at the city yesterday, Phoenix, so quickly.
That's all for this episode of The Investor Impact. Stay tuned for the next episode and don't miss out on the opportunity to learn and grow alongside this powerful inner circle.